Okay, my name's Rosie. I'm the editor of Digital Photography magazine at Imagine Publishing. Unlike a lot of magazines based in London, we're based in Bournemouth, so our teams are quite small really. On Digital Photographer in particular, there's myself as editor, we've got a features editor, a staff writer, and then a designer and a sub-editor. So it's all quite contained. We do freelance a lot of the work out to expert photographers if it's their particular niche. In terms of in the company, it's a really young company. Everyone's sort of on the same level and everyone chips in as well. So I think it's really important on our team that everyone gets their voice heard and everyone has a chance to, if they've got an idea, then they should be able to pitch it. I don't believe that the editor should have the final word on everything. It's not all my ideas. I think we all chip in together and bounce ideas off each other, so that's really important. I started off at Bournemouth University. I did a degree in multimedia journalism, and then I went on to work at Highbury Publishing, which is a magazine company, and I started working on a magazine called Digital Photography Made Easy as a trainee, and I went on to be a staff writer there. And then from there, that company actually shut down, and I moved over to Imagine Publishing 5 years ago. And worked my way up through various magazines and ended up on Digital Photographer. Yeah, definitely. We did, on our course it was multimedia, so we did TV, radio and print journalism, so I much prefer the print side of things, and especially the magazine side. I love writing features, and that's what I seem to do well at uni more than anything else. So I definitely knew that, radio and TV wasn't for me. I wasn't interested in lugging all the kit around and things like that. And also I was just more into talking to the people and writing basically. So. Well, my day starts off, first of all, I check the website because we've got a really busy gallery-based website where people can upload their photos. So on our team, we all moderate that, so we have to check all the images, check that there's none that are really dodgy or pornographic, things like that, and approve those. I'll then go on the forum and check that there's any questions to do with the magazine, or people often have technique questions and things like that. And just make sure that I've got a presence online, because I think it's really important just to keep in touch with your readers and sort of build that community feel. Then I will go and check the workflow, which will have a document that lists every single article that's coming in for the magazine, and we'll sort of check that everything's coming in on time. It's staggered throughout the month, so the designer's always got something to work on and the sub-editor's always got something to proof. So that's really important. And then on top of that, there's writing pages, making sure the rest of the team's okay. On some days we'll have press events where we have to go normally up to London and check out a new product, if there's a new product they'll launch, or a conference, things like that. So there's always lots going on. So lots to keep me busy. Yeah, at the moment I work for quite a few magazines. This is the newest magazine that I've started writing for, which is Apps magazine. This magazine is all about iPad and iPhone apps, which is, obviously an up-and-coming thing, and also all of our magazines, we've got an app version of that as well, so it's something our company are really into, all the brand new technology. So this magazine, I get to write quite a few lifestyle kind of features, which is really a nice break from what I normally do, which is normally quite tech heavy. I recently wrote an article about how to lose a guy in 10 apps, which was quite a fun one to do. So it's nice to keep a good mix, really. This magazine I write a few bits and pieces for. It's called How It Works. And this is all about, it covers history, technology, science, everything really. And I recently wrote something about the London Marathon, the effects of running on your body and sort of like through the hours, 2 hours just sort of a bit tired, and then like right through to 22 hours where you've hit the wall and it's really taken a toll on your body. And then obviously I still sometimes do bits and pieces for Photoshop Creative, which is the one that I used to edit. And that's all like tutorial based, and it's got a few news bits and reviews. So I think it's good to sort of stay involved in as many mags as you can, really, just to keep it fresh so you don't get bogged down on one thing and get too specialised, really. So. Yeah, I've done a few. I've worked at Nuts magazine, which was an interesting one, and also Bliss magazine and Wine magazine called Decanter. So 3 really different magazines to go and work on. And surprisingly, I loved the Wine magazine more than anything. It was the biggest challenge, but actually it was the opportunity where I got to write the most and got the most published. So it was kind of quite a proud moment for me, being fresh out of uni and, doing something like that. So it's good. In terms of the writing skills and how to put together a feature, and also thinking about pictures and how important they are in terms of print, I think that really helped. But in terms of the actual job roles, I don't think anything prepares you until you're actually in the workplace. You don't really know the politics of a company or how things work. So I think work experience is definitely a must if you are studying journalism, because I think it's just as important as the actual things that they teach you on your course. So. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, my sort of progression has been pretty quick. I've been quite lucky, sort of going from staff writer to editor in a few years, which is pretty incredible, really. But for me, I think the next thing is just getting involved in digital stuff. I mean, our company is really good in that we've started doing digital versions of all our magazines. And the next big thing is like iPad magazines, so like really interactive stuff. So I think my next move hopefully will be, getting involved in that sort of thing and just keeping up with technology, really. I think it's important that, it's evolving so fast, you need to stay with it, otherwise you're going to get left behind. So. Just if you're ever pitching work to someone, to a magazine, just really remember the audience. I think I get a lot of people trying to pitch articles and they have no idea who our readers really are. So, our readers are enthusiasts to semi-professional photographers, so we wouldn't use something that's really sort of basic photography skills. So really know your audience and make sure you're pitching to that right level just to get noticed by the editor, and also make sure you get the magazine name right, which a lot of people don't when they email me, so yeah.